Hello, everybody. Hello. I don't know why I'm cloudy. You don't want to do that. Why am I cloudy? I don't know why my stuff be tripping, but hello, everybody. Why am I cloudy like this? I'm sorry, y'all. On YouTube, my YouTube people, I don't know why I am cloudy. Hope that clears it up. It's a little bit better. How are y'all? Welcome. Come on in this room. Come on in this room. How was your weekend? How was your weekend? I know I'll be treating y'all so bad, but a girl have things to do. And I want to give y'all 100% of me. I apologize. My pen fell. 100% of me. So I said, you know what? I have to get it done because I don't like myself to be piecemeal all over the place. But we're talking about Kenya tonight. So I want to welcome you. My name is Glow Miss G. On YouTube, we're watching 50 Shades of Glow. It's shading. Trying to clean this. What is going on? Trying to clean this. Oh, much better. Much better. So 50 Shades of Glow. And we have Africa Awaits, my favorite group. So I hope everyone had a great weekend. My name is Miss G, and I am a travel advisor. I am an avid traveler. I'm an avid 50 plus traveler, solo traveler, everything like that. So we have a series that we talk about the continent of Africa because there's so many questions around for it. So we address it. We address it in these talks. So we started this back in October because people always had questions about, oh my God, is Africa safe and all of that. And I'm like, if you live in the United States, you shouldn't be asking about any country being safe. If you can survive here, you can survive anywhere. So let's talk about Kenya. Come on in this room. I know it's Monday, but come on in this room. So Kenya is in the eastern part of Africa. Kenya is massive. Kenya, um, its start was basically from hunters and pastoralism, and that basically are herders and farmers. That's where Kenya back in like the 1400s and still to today they are known for their herders and farmers. Um, they had the Bantu tribe. Yes, they had the Bantu. Yes, they had the Bantu tribe. Hold on, y'all. I think I'm on. I am so sorry, YouTube, but I knew something was wrong. I was on my personal page. I almost did that again. Okay. All right, we're going to get this together. So hold on. Let me jump on and get on to, because my people on Africa waits is waiting for me. I'm like, why isn't anybody coming on? Because I'm on my personal page. Hey y'all, come on in this room. Come on in this room. You know I almost messed up. You know I'm not good on Mondays. You know I'm not good on Mondays. Come on in this room. We're talking about Kenya. You know I did it again. I was sure on my personal page. Yeah. The energy is not there. I got to be on my Africa Awaits page. That's my people. We are trying to do some things. So come on in this room, y'all. Come on in this room. So for my YouTube people, talking about Kenya, and tonight we're going to talk about um, Kenya itself. You know, I always love to give you all history about Kenya. I mean, about every country. And then we're going to talk about the visa process, the citizenship process, living there, doing business there. Most of y'all know I am going through the process now. Uh, cousin Sienna, welcome. You know, I was on my personal page. I'm sorry. I'm like, why isn't anybody coming on? I was like, am I on my personal? I said, Lord, I got to change it up. Yeah, so we're going to talk about tonight getting a visa, citizenship, the process in Kenya, um, and the history of Kenya. I touched on a little bit. I'll repeat it since I was on my wrong channel. Kenya started off mostly, and they're still today, like hunters and herders, farmers. Kenya is big in agriculture, big, big, big. And just a side note, if you are not, so no, if you are not a citizen, you cannot buy um, farmland. And farmland is dirt cheap in Kenya. Oh my God. It's like a couple $100 for an acre. But you have to be Kenyan. And I don't even get mad because the reason why they do it is to keep the colonizers away. And the colonizers are there anyway, but they probably would have just taken over the entire continent, the country. You have to be a Kenyan citizen to get land. They're very serious about that, and that protects them from you know the other folks coming and steal. Well, they stole it at the beginning, and now they try to come in and acquire it by buying it because they got the money or marrying you know someone from Kenya, usually as young girls, um, and looking for a better life. So, I guess it's like exchange or whatever. It's very interesting. We will eventually get into the deeds and all of that because I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot. I want to thank you all so much for coming on in. But yes, and we're just going to talk about doing business in Kenya. But from what I am now, there's some countries um, that are very proud in how they operate in business and how they ease a business. And I want to like keep it real with y'all and talk to y'all about that. In Kenya, that's one country I'm going through right now. And to do business in it is very interesting. Big G, welcome. Is very, very interesting, honey. So even though, the motherland is growing, is wonderful, all of that. But in the day to day, it is a challenge. I ain't gonna lie. What the kids say? I ain't gonna cap. It's much. We work on digital. Kay Cherie, welcome. We work on digital. When I was in the banks there, opening a bank account, I was freaking out. And I'm not even in banking or finance. And they were doing everything by paper and having you sign and getting the papers and having you fill out and sign and then getting up from the desk with other people's information sitting in piles. I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God. And you don't know this until you're in a situation where it's different because things have just, evolved for us here. If we go to any financial institution or anything that has to do with contracts, The other person doesn't even see our signature. But there, everything is paper. So kind of, you know, the logistics definitely have to be polished. So when I was talking to y'all about opening businesses there, this is your opportunity to go to the motherland and thrive. Because if you have worked in corporate America here and in Kenya specifically, Kenya is growing leaps and bounds like crazy. Nairobi, y'all have heard me talk about Nairobi. Nairobi is the Atlanta of Kenya. I ain't even gonna lie. Now, there is no difference in your moving, your nightlife, your professional, how you live, how you is no different than if you lived in Atlanta. The only difference is there's no guns. There's no guns. So crime is to us is minute, like seriously minute. Crime there, they may, if you have your cell phone or you're walking with your bag, they may snatch your bag. That's the extent. They do have knives. They do have those little knives or machetes or whatever, but that is to a minimum. But the they're growing, so but they're still not there. So this is an opportunity for us coming from the West and all of our training that we have. We get a lot of training, especially if you have worked in corporate America in training. Corporate America, one good thing about corporate America, they spend a lot of money on professional development, and you should never sleep on that professional development. They spend millions of dollars on professional development to make sure the the companies run a certain way. So if you took what you know and take it over there, you can be a consultant with banks, companies, all of that. So it's just a plethora of opportunities. So getting off to that, that's just like a little bit about doing business there. Okay. And but the history, like I said, they came from um like a farming and herding. And if you, the Maasai that y'all may see when you go, they came in, it was first Bantus, and then the Maasai came in around the 1700s, but they are still around now. And they are known as the herders and the hunters and the security. At my place, I have a Maasai, not just a regular security guard. And they have their Maasai uniform and all of that, and they live a Maasai life. So very, very interesting. Little bit more about Kenya. The Portuguese came around 1500 and then came back. So it was a whole bunch of ivory and sesame and clove. But they had an Omani rule. And the Omani rule, ironically, not so much the Portuguese, but the Omani rule were the people that really pushed the slavery and had the clove plantations and all of that. Then around the 1900s, the British came and made their stand, but everybody was making money and taking it back. But the British, crazy enough, came over with people from Pakistan, slaves from Pakistan, to do work in Kenya to take it back over. Very interesting. Okay. What else? Let me see. 1963. 1963, Kenya got its independence, and their first president was named Jomo Kenyatta, and that's who the Nairobi airport is named after um, Jomo Kenyatta. So that's a little bit about that. I want to shout out because we came on a little late on Africa Aways because I messed up. I was on my regular channel, so I apologize. Hey YouTube, who's on YouTube? Shout me out. Please press the subscribe button, the like button, all of that. You know, because the sister be struggling with them numbers. I'm trying to get the word out. And with my Africa Awaits people, please share this to five people, because sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. And as I said, yeah, when I go and I like postpone, it's because I want to give y'all 110%, not half in pieces. So had to take off a couple of days and get some things done. My plate just be so full. But anyway, let's continue to talk about Kenya. Kenya is so massive. Kenya is in East Africa, and it borders Tanzania and Ethiopia. Um, Talking about like visas, um, East Africa, they do have a visa for East African countries that you can travel within Rwanda, Uganda, and Kenya. And I believe Tanzania too. Let me see. My phone is getting hot. Don't let my phone get hot. You know what? I got to move my phone. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. My phone is getting hot. It'll come back on. So, and that's the Aquas, it's the East. Um, Sorry about that. So I'm gonna keep going. They will come back on. It's trying to reconnect on on uh on Facebook. I'm sorry to be getting hot. I can't lay it on my phone, on my computer. All right. So Kenya is the largest in commerce in East Africa. Yeah, it's the largest in commerce in East Africa. Let's talk about the visas, right? So the visas, uh, you can get a single entry visa, and the visas aren't that much, and they have changed it now. It wasn't supposed to be a visa. Um, the new president Ruto had mentioned that he wanted to make it visa free. I don't know why it's not, and I don't want to disconnect. Oh no, it's not popping back on. It's getting hot. It's Yeah. 1 second, y'all. I am so sorry. It won't. Man. Okay, let me just. My phone done got hot, and the people, I lost the people. I hate that for me. All right, let me try to get back on. All right, we're gonna try. It keeps cutting off. Why does it keep cutting off? Can't something went wrong? That's so weird. Did Facebook cut me off? I always be saying stuff. Has Meta got mad at me too? Because it keeps cutting off. This video will be deleted. That's so weird. Does anybody know in the chat why it keeps cutting off? I'm going to let it cool down, and then I'm going to pop back on. Yeah. So anyway, so you have a single visa. Let me just take this off. start this bag.